guys, it's your girl Shequaeva, and I'm coming back at you guys with a new video. And by the title, I know y'all probably saying this finna be some juicy shit. But yes, this is a story time. This is a story where my boyfriend, which is my ex-boyfriend now, he got married on me while we was in a relationship. And I know y'all probably saying, Shequaeva, if he got married on you, y'all were in a relationship. Yes, we were 6 years in a relationship, and then my thing is, he didn't even have the decency to tell me. Like, you could, but no, he didn't. I'm gonna try to make this story short and simple. I'm not gonna use any real names, so I don't need nobody inboxing, DM me, report my shit, because the motherfuckers still be lurking. But I'm gonna name the guy that I was dating Eric. So me and Eric, we had met through a mutual friend, which that's a whole nother story time. But we were dating 6 years on and off. He was like my really real boyfriend. Like, he was it. It was lit. You know, we spent a lot of time together. We was getting to know each other, but like they say, you never get through knowing a person. You never, y'all. So we're dating, and you know, their relationship, it was very toxic. But let's get down to the nitty gritty. So Eric and me dating, he was staying with his mom. Him and his mom, they couldn't get along. So he had this godmother. His godmother, we gonna name her Messy Boo, because that's what she was. She was very messy, like, and she was fake. So him and his mom couldn't get along, so he went and stayed with Godmama Messy Boo. And Godmama Messy Boo stayed on another whole like part of the city. So basically, he was telling me, he was like, you know, if you want to kick it with me and stuff, you know, my godmama, you can come on my godmama house. We can kick it, chill, you know, because I had met Godmama Messy Boo and her family, but y'all, it was signs all the way around, like, that I shouldn't have just went on about my business and left this nigga alone. Like, when you meet a nigga family, like the first time I met Godmama Messy Boo, getting off the subject, you know how you meet a nigga family and you there around their family and they just act like you just another chick. That's exactly how they treated me, and that's exactly how I felt, and it was so obvious. So getting back on subject, so he was staying with Godmama Messy Boo. So me and him, you know, we had went through so much in our relationship. Our relationship had got so toxic. Like, I had caught him at parties with girls. He had gotten in a relationship with this older chick, and you know, he was just playing me and her at the same time. You know, he coming around me in this older chick car, and I'm seeing the signs, but little old dumb me, I'm just dignitized. I'm in love. I think I'm loving a man, but really I'm just dignitized and I'm in lust. So yeah, it's just a whole bunch of stuff went on. So, you know, when you going through a lot with a person, feelings start to fade away. So a lot of my feelings for him start to like fade away. I started doing my own thing. I started being so available to him all the time. And I guess they gave him leeway to do what he had to do. But at the same time, we're still on. We're still lit. We still kicking it, doing us, all that. So I knew something was up, because y'all, he used to do this little crazy stuff. Like, he used to do a Facebook page like every 2 months, and like, he'll request for the Facebook page to be my friend. Then when I go back and try to, you know, lurk on it like girlfriends do, I'll be deleting block. Like, why, nigga? So I used to ask him, and he was like, oh, I don't know why, you know, I don't know, maybe it's Facebook doing it, maybe I have too many friends and it boots you out. How it boot you out? How it boot me out? I'm supposed to be your girlfriend. I'm supposed to be your boo. So, you know, I'm not really just into the social media type relation. I gotta let people know that I'm yours. You know, so I didn't worry about it. I'm like, okay, whatever. So so I want to lurk on his page one day. Um and I couldn't lurk, so I called one of my friends. I'm like, bitch, let me see your password and your email, because me and him, I was kind of giving him his distance, but at the same time I still wanted to see what this nigga got going on. So my friend, she shoot me the info. Bam, I'm typing it in. I'm looking, and I see we gonna name the wifey Cynthia. So I see where, it's a whole bunch of thoughts. Then I see this one particular thought, which is Cynthia. So she's on there. She like, oh, I enjoy my day, my weekend with Bay, and he's all smiley faces, liking it. I love you and all this. Like, nigga, when you just on the phone with me telling me you love me, so of course I stepped to him. What's up? Who is this shit? She's nobody. She just liked me. All this and that. You don't gotta worry about that. None of that. So at that point, I just gave him even more space. So his mom, his real mom, she started calling me a lot, and I started talking to her. The godmama Messy Boo, she used to call me a lot, but then I guess when I wasn't running out there smiling and grinning all up in him and her face, I was giving him his space or whatever. He probably, she's probably asking about me. He probably was telling her or whatever. The call stopped. With Godmama Messy Boo. So his mom started calling me. She was like, how you and Danny doing? Sorry, Eric doing? How you and Eric doing? Are you guys doing okay? What's up? So I'm like, we're good. We're real good. So I was like, I'm just giving your son his space, letting him do him while I do me, because at the time I was going through, a lot. My dad had got sick and stuff like that. So she was like, okay. So me and the mom, we started talking a lot. So it used to get to where I knew something was kind of shady, y'all, because it used to get to where I would call him and be like, hey, let's kick it, or hey, let's come out there. His godmama Messy Boo, she had a swimming pool in the backyard. So I'm like, hey, can I come out there? Let's go for a swim, and let's kick it. And it used to go from yeah, we can do that, to no, I'm busy, I'm tired, I had a long day at work, I worked 2 jobs. Nigga, when have ever your 2 jobs affected? Like, I went from spending the night with him, being with him 24/7, till giving him the space to, we hardly even seeing each other hardly. So this particular time or whatever, he started coming back around or whatnot. So we started kicking it over his mom's house. He was like, meet me at my mom's house. So this one particular time, I met him over his mom's house or whatever, and we ended up going back to his godmama house. So I'm in the car with him. May I remind you, I'm going to spend the night with him. So I forgot to pay my phone bill, y'all. So we had been drinking. So we went, had a couple of drinks, came back to Godmama Messy Boo house, and I'm like, oh my God, I gotta go pay my phone bill. My phone can't be off. My dad, he's sick. My mom needs to be able to reach me. So he's so sleepy, y'all. This nigga hands me his car keys to his new car, because he had got a new car, and his cell phone, and like, go pay your phone bill, call me when you come back so I can open the door for you. y'all know that I went through that nigga shit. So I instantly get in the car, I drive to where I need to go, pay the bill, lurk session, in session. So I'm going through there, I see he's still talking to the old chick, you know, telling her he love her, pacifying her. He's talking to multiple chicks. But Cynthia, I scroll on him and Cynthia's conversation. Oh, they have pictures in the phone, kissy poo. He hanging out with her friends, her family. She's hanging out with godmama messy boo and all that. So y'all know I'm heated. So I go back to the house. I'm like, get up now. Let's go. Take me home. So he had already knew that I had been in his phone. He's like, why you go through my phone? I'm like, why shouldn't I? I'm your girl. I can go through your phone. You shouldn't have shit to hide. But obviously, he didn't care anymore because he let me see it. So he takes me home. I give him unlimited space. Like, y'all, it was to the point where, I mean, it's kind of like I don't know if we were in a relationship or if we wasn't. But you know, this particular time, out the blue, he comes calling me. You know, I'm sorry. You know, let's make up and you know come see me. I'm on my mom's house. So I go to his mom's house. I go see him. We're together. We kick it all night long till the next day. So next day he goes back to godmama messy boo house, and I go home. So I go to work. I get off work. When I get off work, I get a call from his mom, and she's like, "Hey, Shequaeva." I'm like, "Hey, how are you?" And she's like, "You know, I'm fine." She was like, "Are you doing okay?" and all that. So I'm like, "I'm good. You okay?" She's like, "Yeah." She was like, you know, did you and Danny have a talk last night? And I'm like, well, we did some talking, you know, but, you know, what kind of talk? What? And she was like, and y'all, this lady, she was just so blunt and so simple with it. Like, she just came out with it. She was like, well, you know, did Danny tell you that this weekend, him and Cynthia is getting married? Y'all, when I tell y'all, all the blood in my body rushed to my head. I'm just going off. I'm like, no, we was together last night. May I remind y'all, he got this big beautiful room, decorated, flowers, shit like that. And he's getting married this weekend. So I just slept with not only has he not told me, but I have slept with a engaged man that's finna get married this weekend. So I'm bawling, I'm crying, I'm heated, I'm ready to fight, I'm ready to shoot, I'm ready to stab, kick, I'm out of it. So his mom like, I'm so sorry, he shouldn't have told you. She's going off. So mom, she was like, you know, just do this. Just call him and, you know, ask him what he doing this weekend and see what he say. So I instantly get off the phone with her. I hit him up. I'm like, what's up? He's like, what's up? I said, so, you know, let's get together this weekend. What you got planned this weekend? So he was like, you know, he was studying. He was like, well, my godmom, she wants me to go to Somerville. I guess that's the name of that goddamn place. I don't know. Somerville, and she's doing something at church. I'm like, okay, well, you know, I like church. Let's go. He's like, well, no, you know, she doesn't want nobody to go, just me and her, and I think a couple of more family members going. I'm like, oh, okay. Y'all, like, it took everything in me, but I remember just hanging up the phone. So I hung up the phone. He called me back. He like, why you hang up? I'm like, answer. And then I just couldn't take it. I'm like, answer this question. Are you getting married this weekend? Y'all, he like got quiet. He was like, what? I was like, are you getting married this weekend? He was like, yeah. And I'm like, what do you mean, yeah? I said, we was just together the other night. You didn't tell me anything about you getting married. So he was like, I don't want to do it. And I'm like, okay, if you don't want to marry this chick, why are you about to marry her? And he was like, well, I don't. He was like, me and her, we've been dating. Things been going good. And, girl, I'm just like, you know what? And I really thought, like, even after I fronted him with it, he was going to be like, well, I'm not going to do this. I'm going to be with you. Y'all, this nigga bachelor party, the night that I fronted him, that nigga bachelor party was that night. The next morning, that nigga got married to that chick. Y'all, I'm talking about wedding, recording on Facebook, wedding pictures on Facebook. Y'all, like, it really, it hurted me to the core. And, like, now, it's crazy because I can, like, look back at that and I just laugh because, you go through stuff when you're, like, I was 24 at the time. And, like I stated, he was kind of like my really, really boyfriend. And I was dignitized and thought I was in love, was really in lust. And I just let that pass by me. And, like, I was hurt. I cried. Like, y'all, I cried. And don't you know, like, after he got married to this chick, he was still trying to, like, reach out to me, talk to me, date. Like, really? And no, that whole situation, it just turned bad. I just cut everybody loose. I cut him, of course, him loose. The mama, I appreciate the mama being real enough to call me, and tell me. Because she didn't have to do that. Her loyalty could have been with her son. But she called me and she told me. Versus the godmama that I thought that I was, like, so close to, she didn't even tell me. And then what make it so bad, the reason that I wasn't, the reason I couldn't come out to the house anymore is because the whole time, Cynthia had moved in. So, that, things just went totally over there. I was so blindsided by that, I cried, I got over it, prayed about it, gave the situation over to God, He healed my heart, and, I got over it. And, it sounds like something that can happen in a movie, and I can't, like, right today, sometimes I still can't believe that it happened to me, but it happened. And these guys are just, some of these guys just ain't shit and don't care. And honey, all I can say is I'm glad I'm free from that, and it's better her than me, because he ain't shit and he ain't never gonna be shit. So I let her have that. So yeah, so that was that story time. And yes, honey, I went through it and I got through it, and I'm happy now. I'm single, I'm beautiful, I'm focusing on myself, and I wanted to share that with you guys. This is my very first story time. You can say this is kind of personal. I wouldn't dwell on it being too personal, but yeah. So I hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe, follow me on my social medias, Facebook and Twitter, Shequaeva Shantae, Snapchat, Juicy Couture 25, Instagram, plus underscore size underscore Vixen. Um, if you like this wig, I got this wig today, y'all. This is the Outre Stunna and DR 427. Yeah, talk to me. Comment at the bottom. You know, tell me some of your craziest stories that some of your exes have ever did. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy, but like I said, I wanted to share this with you guys. This is my very first story time. I'm trying to get these videos up and running for you guys. I'm trying to give you guys a video every week. Just be patient with me, guys. I'm coming with a makeup tutorial very, very soon. What's in my bags, things like that. You know, beauty haul, fashion hauls, all that. I'm thinking about having a girl talk Friday where I come on, I go on social media, you guys send me questions and we talk and we answer them, But that was it. Don't forget to tell a friend, like and subscribe, and stay positive, stay beautiful, stay humble. See you later, guys.